Hey fellow readers, Bookworm here, and welcome back to my channel. Ow, I just like hit my toe on the corner of the drawer on my coffee table, trying to adjust here. So today's video, sorry, strange intro. Today's video is going to be August's TBR. So this month, I'll explain what's going to do, but without further ado, let's jump into the video. Hey guys, so like I said in the intro, this is August's TBR. Now this month I am participating in the Magical Readathon. It's the Newts this month, and for you guys who saw July's wrap up, you guys will know that I didn't get through. I failed on July's TBR. It's not quite August. Tomorrow is August. Today is the 31st of July, but I know I'm not going to be able to finish any more books between now and then, so yeah. So let's kind of jump in with the Newts. So with my owls, I decided I was going to be a Hogwarts professor. So I needed, for the owls, I need an O in the class that I wish to teach, which for me is Charms, and then an E in Defense Against the Dark Arts, and then an A in 2 other subjects. So, starting off with Charms, the first book, for A, it is a humorous book, and for this one I am doing The Princess Bride. I can't tell you what it's by off the top of my head. I'm doing this one because it's a super short audiobook. It's only like a 2.5 hour audiobook, so I feel like I can get through it super fast and get through it in like a couple days. And like on my way to work, like 2 days on my way to work, because it'll be a half hour to work, half hour back, and then that sort of thing. And then, you know, so 2 days, that's an hour and a half a day, so, or an hour a day, so maybe like 2.5 days. So it'll be super easy. Next is E, which is read a book that is set in winter. And I actually did not know this until my husband told me this. But for this one, I'm doing The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. This is the first book in the Kane Chronicle series, or trilogy. I think it's a trilogy at this point. But the Kane Chronicle series. And from what my husband said, this is it's set in December. So it is set in the winter. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm actually able to move this over from last month, which I did not think I'd be able to, and I'd have to put it back. So I'm happy that I get to move this over. Next is my O, which is read a manga. For this one, I am using an ebook. I can't show you because my computer is dead, and my husband forgot to bring home the cord last night. But I'm doing the Kingdom Hearts Volume 1 manga. Like I said, it's an ebook. It's on Google Play Books, and so super excited for that because I'm pretty sure I can get through that one really fast. Next is my A for Defense Against the Dark Arts. And that one is a thriller or horror. And I'm not a huge fan of either, but my husband has read this series and loves this series. I really hate starting a new series, but it's the only thing that I have that I could use as thriller horror. And that is going to be the first book in the Queer du Freak series, which is a Living Nightmare. It's a pretty like decent. Give me just a second. I'll get to the first. It's like a pretty decent sized book. It's like 248 pages, so I could probably get through it super duper fast, and then hopefully try and get the second book in the series on next month's TBR. I'll see. So that is what I'm using for that. It's like a middle grade horror, so I'll be able to get through it easier, and I won't be as scared. Next we have my E Defense Against the Dark Arts, which is read a book that, I'm trying to remember like the actual word for it. Like there's like different like little prompts and then it describes. So it's read a book with water demons or some sort of demons. So for this one, I'm going to Mother trucker. I just dropped my headphones. So this one I'm going with City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. This is the fourth book in the Mortal Instruments series. You guys will know this was on last month's TBR. I actually started it. It's been on a couple months TBR. I actually started this the last month, and I have to say, I'm like kind of excited that I'm finally picking up this series again. I put it down for a while and was not like really reading it, and I'm glad I finally picked it back up because I really enjoyed this. I really am enjoying this series, and I love Cassandra Clare's writing. So yeah, I'm really glad I was able to pick this back up and actually be able to like work it on to Newts, because I was like, I really don't want to have to like put this series down after I just started, after I just barely picked it up again. And so I'm only on page like 20, 21. I am also listening to the audiobook for this. This is currently the audiobook I'm listening to for like the last little bit of this month. So I think I will finish up this one and then go ahead and continue with this and then work on the rest of the audiobooks. And then next we have Transfigurations, which is my A for Transfigurations, which is read a book with an animal on the cover. Animal on the cover or in the title. So for this one, I'm actually doing both. I am doing Mockingjay by Susan Collins. This is the third book in the Hunger Games series. I can't say trilogy anymore because that was weird. I just heard like this like really like weird buzzing noise. It was weird. This is, I can't say trilogy anymore because there's another book that was released that's like a prequel to it. But anyway, so I'm reading Mockingjay by Susan Collins. Like I said, it's the third book in the Hunger Games series. I read I read Hunger Games and Catching Fire this last month in July because my husband put them on there. I didn't have Mockingjay in there, but I was like, I know I can probably work Mockingjay into my August, if not September. I am doing a like readathon in September and October, but I'll get to that later. That's next month's TBR. But Mockingjay, I'm really excited to be able to finish the series, and I'm hoping that I can fit the like most recent release that she's written that's kind of like a prequel to Hunger Games in September, but we'll have to see. And then last but certainly not least, I have Muggle Studies, which is read for my Muggle Studies, which is read a comic. For this one, I am doing Harley Quinn Black plus Red plus White. I'm doing the first volume in that, and I feel like I can get through that super fast, along with the manga, as I said earlier, and then what was I saying? Along with Princess Bride. I feel like those three are going to be like the super easy ones to get through, and then I'll just have to worry about getting through these ones. I realized that I have 3 audiobooks and 3 physical books this month. That doesn't sound right. No. I can also listen to the Red Pyramid as an audiobook, because I have that as an audiobook too. 2 audiobooks, 2 ebooks, because they're both the manga and the comic are on my phone, are like an ebook, and then 2 audiobooks, 2 ebooks, and then what, 3 physical books. I am actually going to add one more to this. I don't think there's a prompt that this one will fit, but I do need to get this on my TBR again, as I need to finish it, and that is Unconditional by Holly J. Wood. This is the second book in the Invaluable series. You guys will notice that this has been on a couple of TBRs. I have made a little bit of progress in it. I just haven't, like, I've been trying to get through other books. I'm on page 28, 29, around there. So I do want to put this on my TBR. I don't think it fits any prompts, because it's not really considered fiction, because, I mean, I guess it could be considered paranormal, but I don't think there's a prompt for, like, paranormal. It doesn't have demons in it. Yeah, I really can't think of one that I could use a prompt. I'll have to look for that. But I don't think, but I am going to put this on this month's TBR because I do need to get through it. So that makes 8 books on this month's TBR, 7 of which are part of the Owls, 1 of which I am adding, I guess, okay, we'll do this. I'm adding this as a punishment for last month. So we're going to put it, I think for now on, instead of pulling from the punishment jar until I can get more, I'm going to just do it where I have to add one of the books that I did not finish from last month onto the next month's TBR. I'm actually adding quite a few, but I'm actually using some of the prompts, and I have to pull an extra prompt. So, yeah. So for every book I didn't finish, I have to, like, if I don't finish every book, I have to put, like, 1 extra book on my TBR than normal. So then I'm doing for that month. So, yeah, so that's 8 books. Unless I can fit, actually guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go see if I can find a prompt for unconditional. If I can, then we will pull from my prompts. So I will be right back. So I found a couple prompts that would work for this, but they're like 2nd, 3rd prompts, and so it won't work. I have to complete the ones for it. Like, it'll work for arithmecy for an E, but I don't have a prompt that'll fit the A. So the one for arithmecy for E is a book that ends on an odd number, and this book ends on 271, so that's an odd number. But I don't have one for the first prompt for arithmecy, which I think is, I don't remember what it is. I don't remember what the prompt is for it, but I know I don't have one for it. So yeah. So I am going to go ahead and pull 1 card from my TBR deck here, guys, because I am taking that as a punishment. I do have to pull 1 more. I am adding unconditional just because I do want to get through this book. So we're going to go ahead and pull 1 and see what we get. So yeah, I'm hoping I can pull something off my shelf, or that I can use a Kindle book for it. So let's see what we get. Husband chooses a book on my TBR. Okay, you guys, for Who Saw July's, I am not doing this one because he chose my entire month of July. So I want a little bit of my choice. So I'm gonna hope you guys don't count that as cheating and go from here. That one is one that we've had multiple times and I'm not using it. A book in a series I have not finished. Okay, this will work perfectly. So I have Mockingjay already on my TBR this month. So I'm going to go ahead and put The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes on my TBR as well, which is the like prequel to The Hunger Games that was just barely released. I'm going to do that because I feel like I can get through that one super fast. Again, it's going to be an audiobook, but I'm okay with that because I've been managed to get through actually quite a few audiobooks the last couple, in the last month. So we're going to go with that one. So I feel like we're going to choose one. We'll choose, that makes 9 books. I'll choose 1 more, and that way I have even 10. Alrighty, and we got middle grade or easy read. So I know middle grade and easy reads are 2 different things, but for me, all middle grades are usually like a super easy read for me, so that's why I have middle grade or easy read. So for this one, if I can get, I think for this one, I'm going to go with my Kindle is about to die, so I'm gonna have to plug it in before I'm actually able to read anything on it. But plus, also my Wi-Fi stuck. My Wi-Fi sucks right now, and so my Kindle is loading really slowly. I think for this one, though, what I'm going to go with is Well, let me actually see how long. Is it not downloaded? Okay, for some reason it doesn't have like all the books that I have on here downloaded, and I don't know why. Like, that'd be a reread for me though. Like, I can think of one book, but it would be a reread. Let me actually see how long this book is. Ooh, 290. My Kindle just restarted, guys. So I'm going to be back really fast and see if I can, like, look on my phone on my Kindle app, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I figured out a book that I'm going to use for middle grade or easy read. So for this, for an easy read, it needs to be something that I know I can like get through like super fast because it's super short or something like that. So like a book that, you know, I just feel like I can whiz through even if it's got so many pages. So for this one, I'm going to go with The Motivation Switch, which is 77 Ways to Get Motivated, Avoid Procrastination, and Achieve Success by A.J. Winters. This is the cover. I believe it's a white cover, and then the light bulb is like a bunch of like different like colors. With that, because there's only 90 pages in that, so we're gonna go with that one. I feel like I can get through that one super easy, and I feel like I might even be able to like finish it like tomorrow if I have time. Before after work tomorrow. Oh. That's the thing. So we're gonna go with that one. So that makes 10 books. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these 3 to my TBR notebook for this month, and we'll see how we get. So I'm hoping, like, I at least need to get through Charms. I need to, like, these 3 are not gonna be priority, but I will get to them. I feel like the first one I'm probably going to finish is probably either going to be The Princess Bride, City of Fallen Angels, or either Kingdom Hearts or Harley Quinn, because I feel like those are going to be super easy to get through. So yeah, we'll see though. So that is August TBR with what? 4 physical books, a Kindle book, 2 Google Play books, and then 3 audiobooks. So hope that is going to work really well. So until next time, readers, read on. Read on, readers.